What's up, everybody? Keith Mitchell here from theouterhaven.net. Good to see you all. Haven't spoken to you all in quite some time, and I do apologize for that. I did say I was going to do more of these videos, but real life gets in the way, and of course, I do run the Outer Haven, so forgive me for that. But that said, I did want to talk about something for a short bit of time. Got a couple minutes to spare here, and this actually was inspired by a question that one of my associates on Twitter, Tony Polanco, who works for PCMag.com, check out his work; it's good stuff. He asked a question. And he asked, are $70 games too much? Of course, people on Twitter had their various opinions, from saying yes to no to some being honestly downright ignorant because they don't understand the question. But I figured instead of writing a very short reply, I wanted to get into the conversation. And I actually had this conversation in my mind for quite some time. So I'm glad that somebody asked that question and pulled it to the forefront. So here we go. Are $70 games too much? Now, a bit of history. I'm old. You can tell by the gray beard and whatnot. I've been around for quite some time. 45 years old, and I've been playing games ever since, the Atari 2600, Commodore 64, and even things before those times. And throughout history, even up to the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, we've slowly seen games become priced higher. And a lot of you may remember that the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis had some of the more costly games back in the day, going anywhere from $60 up to $100 because they were cartridges, and they also were rocking the newer, like the 32-bit games that were like, oh my god, we've never seen this before. And of course, Nintendo and Sega and everybody was like, well, there are more megabits, so we're going to charge you more money. And we've just seen that explosion up until this day. It's not unheard of to see games priced at $59.99, which is the norm for most games. $69.99. We've seen some special edition games even higher than that because of what they provide. But going back to the question, are $70 games too much? And I'm kind of conflicted on that, because on one side of the equation, right, you've got games that these developers pump in millions upon millions of dollars, and they're trying to break even here. Like you got your Grand Theft Autos, you've got your Elden Rings, you've got big games. You got Starfield, which hasn't come out yet. Oh wow, I can't even pronounce it. There's just so many different games out there. We'll leave it at that. And they want to recoup their cost, and they want to make a buck. So in that regard, no, because I really think the developers should be paid for what the work they put in. But at the same time, from the average person, for me and you and everybody else who wasn't blessed with a silver spoon or doesn't have the resource or the finances. I mean, we're not all rich. We're all not well off. Some of us are. If you are, fantastic, good for you. And I borrow some money, but honestly, it's really hard to justify spending $70 for a game, and maybe 1 month there's just one game. And you're like, all right, cool, that's fine. But then maybe next month there's like 5 games or 4 games that you want to play. And we all know that FOMO, fear of missing out, is a mofo. FOMO mofo. There you go. Check that out, right? And you'll want to buy those games. Maybe you'll buy them and you'll never play them, or you'll buy those games and you will play them. But if you think about that, $70 for a game, and you buy 3 games a month, you're spending $210. You buy 5 games a month, you're spending $350 a month. That's going to add up. That's going to be quite the buck. And if you have other things you need to take care of, like your mortgage, car payment, insurance, that adds up really quickly, and you simply cannot afford that in the long run. So yeah, $70 games is kind of a bit, but at the same time, they're coming. It doesn't matter what space you're in. The console space, we've already seen that with next gen PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X games. With the PC sector, we haven't seen that. But the question is, will we see them? And the answer is yes, we will definitely see them. The PC has been protected by some kind of mystical force field that has stopped $70 games from coming into the Steams or the Epic Game Stores or the GOGs. But they are coming. And as a massive PC gamer myself, I really don't want to see that. But if you pay attention to the landscape and you look at these games, you can see that they are coming. A good example of this is recently EA started telling can't pronounce it right. Companies like Green Man Gaming, I was going to say third party gaming, but that's not right. So companies like Green Man Gaming, they give you games that are discount. PC games are discount, and maybe some console games as well, but mostly PC games. They told them that, hey, you know, you got up to this time to make sure all these people redeem their codes they already have, because after that, we're not going to allow you guys to get codes this way. So are they going to go the route of Ubisoft, where Ubisoft, when you buy a game on Green Man Gaming or Steam, is they automatically have to redeem the code for you. You have to connect to Ubisoft's system, Uplay or whatever it's called anymore, and you have to redeem the system of the code right then and there. So I wonder if EA is going to implement something just like that and stop them from offering discounts. Because PC gaming, you know, we can go to most places and get a discount. Like Green Man Gaming again, CD Keys, there's a bunch of different places we go and we get a discount. And I think that's one of the things that makes PC gaming so attractive to a lot of people, is because we do get games heavily discounted, especially on launch. Elden Ring launched at $59, $60. And a lot of places were selling it at like $45, at $50, at a massive discount. And I no doubt that helped the game sell a lot more copies on PC because you can get it cheap. Now, what happens if these publishers, they lock that down and they start introducing $70 games? I know I'm getting off a track here, but I want you to understand where exactly I'm coming from with this. So if they do this, we could see $70 games a lot faster because there'd be no way to stop them. You know, the third, again, Green Man Gaming, I don't have a right name to classify what those companies are, but Green Man Gaming won't be able to pass the discount over to us anymore. So they'll have to sell those games at full price. You won't be able to go to Steam because Steam they won't have them on Steam. EA games, some are still on Steam. I don't know if they're moving all of them back. I don't know. I don't ask me. I don't really know. It's really weird what EA is doing, so we'll have to pay attention. Yes, I know they do have a lot of games, EA Game Pass for Xbox, Game Pass for PC, but you know, just it's weird. I don't fully understand what their plans are because you still have to connect to EA servers. It's all weird stuff. But maybe just Xbox Game Pass, it's just another storefront for them. Who knows? But getting back on topic, I do think that $70 games in one aspect is a lot of money. On the other side of the coin, you know, developers should get paid for what they do. So you're probably saying, Keith, you're not really giving me an answer. And I know I'm splitting hairs here because I really don't have a clear-cut answer for this, because again, there are just so many variables within this equation. Yeah, they cost a lot of money, but at the same time, I can go, hey, you know, I can only afford 2 games out of the 5 games coming out this month, and I'm going to keep to my 2 games, and you know, maybe I'll pick up these games later down the road. Maybe they'll hit Xbox Game Pass. You know, I really love Xbox Game Pass for PC just for that reason, because eventually those games will come to the PC. But for those games that don't, you got to play the money game. I don't have enough money to play these games, and I got a kid and a wife and 2 dumb dogs and a car and all that stuff to pay for. So as much as I love gaming is not the forefront of my finances. So yes, I guess I can just say yes, $70 is a lot for a game, but I do feel that developers really should be paid for what they're worth and what they do. So yeah, that's the answer. $70 is a lot of money, but again, there's always a flip side to the coin, so to speak. That said, I could not have typed that out in Twitter, and I probably would have went off the tangent if I had actually wrote a comment or article over at theoutofhaven.net. So I figured getting it out in the video and getting myself back into doing videos again was probably the best way to get this answer out. So if you enjoyed this, please let me know. I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue to do these things or not. We've got Matt and we've got Scott doing these on Out of Haven right now. They do their bi-daily gaming show news. I'm not sure what their format is still, but they do a great job. Definitely check those out. It's a news roundup. They've got a couple new videos up right now. But if you like what I'm doing right now and you want to hear me tackle more gaming oriented or even technology stuff, do a lot of tech stuff here on the YouTube channel, definitely let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, thumbs down if you didn't, leave a comment below, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to hit 10,000 subs before the end of 2022. We're at 8.6 thousand. With your help, we can get to 10,000 and maybe more. All right. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.